Hi, I'm Peter Alsop, and this week's Song to Chew is the title cut from my Uh-Oh album. So, of course, it's called Uh-Oh. When we humans mess up, it's great to know that we're still loved. Making a mess is something all humans do from time to time. Actually, when we make a mistake, it's a great opportunity for us to practice forgiving ourselves. When we can do that for ourselves, it makes it easier for us to accept and forgive others around us who make mistakes. And the more we practice loving and supporting others who mess up, that helps us find the courage to go on when we mess up. Usually when things are messed up, we're not so excited about trying to fix it, but that's what we do. We keep working on it until we get it right. We clean things up and try again. We all know that we're not alone when we make a mess or a mistake. We're part of a really big club, right? So let's listen to our Song to Chew for today, and we can all sing it together if you want. It's from the album with the same name. Here's Uh-Oh.
Uh-oh, I made a mess. Uh-oh, it's true. Uh-oh, I made a mess, but that's what people do.
Uh-oh, I spilled my juice, dropped it on the floor. Uh-oh, my grandma says that that's what floors are for.
She's right. Uh-oh, I made a mess. Uh-oh, it's true. Uh-oh, I made a mess, but that's what people do.
Uh-oh, I tripped and fell, got an owie on my knee. Uh-oh, I think there's blood. Hey, look, you wanna see?
Uh-oh, my leg's a mess. Uh-oh, it's true. Uh-oh, my leg's a mess, but that's what people do.
Uh-oh, wow, what was that? Did you hear that crash? Uh-oh, it was Daddy's car, he ran into our trash.
Uh-oh, he made a mess. Uh-oh, it's true. Uh-oh, he made a mess, but that's what people do.
Uh-oh, I lost my shoe, it's in this pile somewhere. Uh-oh, under my shirts and socks and underwear.
Uh-oh, my room's a mess. Uh-oh, it's true. Uh-oh, my room's a mess, but that's what people do.
Uh-oh, it's TV news. My dad looks sad tonight.
Uh-oh,
Mom gets upset when she sees grown-up fight.
uh-oh, the world's a mess. Uh-oh, it's true. Uh-oh, the world's a mess, but that's what people do. Uh-oh, let's clean it up. My folks say tears will dry. Uh-oh, if there's a mess, we can fix it if we try. Uh-oh, I made a mess. Uh-oh, it's true. Uh-oh, I made a mess. I'm human just like you. Uh-oh, I made a mess, 'cause that's what people do. Uh-oh, I made a mess, so let's see what we can do.
I played my high-string guitar on that, and Greg Hilfman played just about everything else, and there were a bunch of Topanga kids who sang with us. If we're going to actually chew on the ideas in this song, let's go through the verses. On the first verse, little Kira Schatz sings, "Uh-oh, I spilled my juice, dropped it on the floor. Uh-oh, my grandma says that's what floors are for." Wasn't that nice of Grandma? She didn't want Kira to feel badly because the juice got spilt. Some people say things that kind of blame us when we don't do something perfectly, but there's nothing wrong with us. It's difficult for a little kid to walk and carry a glass of juice or water, and no one should be made to feel like there's something wrong with them or feel ashamed of themselves for not doing something perfectly. Grandma's right. Usually kitchen floors are made out of linoleum or tile or some kind of material that can be easily cleaned up. And that's because people are expected to spill and drop things accidentally on the floor from time to time, right? And then Jessica Gooten sings, "Uh-oh, I tripped and fell, got an owie on my knee. Uh-oh, I think there's blood. Hey, look, you want to see?" Making a mess is an action, a behavior. And I've often heard wise people say that one person's mess is another person's sense of organization. And you can hear it in Jess's voice, that even though her knee is bleeding, it doesn't seem to bother her all that much. But it bothers the rest of us who care about her more than it bothers her. We don't like seeing her leg bleed. We think it's a mess, right? She doesn't think it's a mess, just a bloody knee. That's why she wants to show it to us, because she scraped it. We're the ones with the big emotional reaction. She's handling it just fine. And then Michaela Milnik-Zanko sings, "Uh-oh, I lost my shoe. It's in this pile somewhere. Uh-oh, under my shirts and socks and underwear." I have papers all over my desk, and it might look messy to you, but I know where everything is, mostly. Just because it looks messy to you doesn't mean that it's not organized perfectly for someone else, like me. Michaela doesn't seem too worried about finding her shoe. She knows it'll turn up somewhere before too long. So sure, it may take a little longer to get dressed because it's lost right now, but that's not because her room is messy, right? It's just because she's been very busy doing other things and can't exactly remember where she put it when she took it off. No problem. And Anna Hinckley sings, "Uh-oh, wow, what was that? Did you hear that crash? Uh-oh, it was Daddy's car. He ran into our trash." Well, even daddies make mistakes sometimes. Forgiving someone for something they've done doesn't mean that what they did is okay. But forgiving them means that we don't want to hold a grudge against them or try to make them feel sad or scared or any kind of painful feeling by making comments that just blame them. Why do that? They already know they did it. Remember how nice Grandma was about spilling the juice? We can all make an effort to help folks out when mistakes are made, especially for someone we love. When we say certain things that have to do with people who make mistakes, it can trigger them to feel ashamed of themselves. And we don't ever need to do that, because there's no such thing as a flawed or bad person. There are people who do things that hurt others or things that are careless and inconsiderate of others. But if we try to make that person feel like there's something wrong with them, that doesn't help. It helps if we point out what they did that didn't work too well, because we can change what we do. But it's very difficult to change who we are. We want everyone to have a story about themselves that tells them that they are okay, but that they might want to change some of the things they do so life will go better for them and everyone else around them too. When we say something that's meant to make someone else feel ashamed of themselves, it usually comes from some kind of a shame message that we got somewhere along the way, and that now we pass on to someone else. Shame almost always gets passed on from person to person to person. So we don't accept shame anymore. Guilt is different. It's not about who we are, it's about what we do. And we often can't change who we are because there's nothing wrong with us. But we can change what we do. So if we make a mess, we can learn from it and clean it up so it's not a mess anymore. And then Ian Dura sings the last verse. "Uh-oh, it's the TV news. My dad looks sad tonight. Uh-oh, Mom gets upset when she sees grown-ups fight. Uh-oh, the world's a mess. Uh-oh, it's true. Uh-oh, the world's a mess." But that's what people do. And I sing, "Uh-oh, let's clean it up. My folks say tears will dry. If there's a mess, we can fix it if we try. Uh-oh, I made a mess. Uh-oh, it's true. Uh-oh, I made a mess. I'm human just like you. Uh-oh, I made a mess because that's what people do. Uh-oh, we made a mess, so let's see what we can do." Sometimes things can get so mixed up and tangled in the world that it feels like no one could ever straighten things out. And maybe that's true. But that doesn't keep us from trying our best to clean things up and to treat people kindly while we do it. Isn't it amazing how little kids' songs can have deep meaning for grown-ups too? I'm Peter Alsop. I'll be back next week with another song to chew. Bye for now.